Okay, today on the workbench I have something. This is going to be something different. I've got an NCE Power Cab here to do that a gentleman sent me, and he is having trouble. And well, let's see. I won't say trouble, but this Power Cab, normally when you hit the option button, the screen will change to select functions either 10 through 19 or 20 through 28. And so usually when you hit the option the first time, it gives you the 10 through 19. You hit it the second time, it gives you 20 through 28. But this one, as you can see, does not do that when I hit the option button. So what we're going to do, and I've never done this before, but I do have my trusty manual out. This is under Cab Setup on page 18. So to get the extended function controls, which is F10 through F28, it says to program the option key to a value of 122. See Cab Setup below. So we are going to run the Cab Setup, and we're going to see how this plays out. I've got a locomotive here on the track. I want to take that off the track just so it won't start up on us. Alright, so we're just going to go right down through the instructions. To access the cab setup mode, turn on the system power. Well, I've got system power on. Unplug your cab from the panel. So I'll unplug that. You can see the power go off there. Alright, press and hold down the Select Loco button while plugging in the cab. The cab will now enter its internal setup. At any time you may press Program Escape to leave setup mode. So let's do the first step here. I'll hold that down and I'll plug it in. We'll see what comes up. Well, evidently nothing comes up. Okay, at any time you may press the program escape to leave the setup mode. I wonder what happens if I let off of it. Okay, so it must stay right there. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Press enter to accept the current cab address, and that's good. So we'll hit the enter button. We want normal, so let's see what this says. To change the cab address, we don't need to do that. If you make a mistake, just unplug the cab and start over. Okay. Step 5. At the 1 equals yard, 2 equals normal prompt, you can press enter. So we want normal, so it's already set to 2. So we'll press the enter button. And I'm reading this sideways so it'll fit on the camera. So ballistic track rate 0 through 7. This is set at 3. Let me move on to step. Step 6. Press enter to accept the existing ballistic tracking rate or enter a new rate. Entering a low number will cause the speed knob to change locomotive speed more slowly as the knob is turned. Okay, so that sets up your speed knob. So we've got this set at 3. That seems like a good value. That's what it's set at from the factory. So we'll hit enter. And then we are to speed button repeat rate. Alright, this is step 7. The factory setting is 32. And that's what that is. Smaller values will make the buttons repeat faster. Well, that seems fairly good there. So we'll hit enter. Step 8 is the program option key. So this is the button we need to change. So it gives you a table, and for the extended functions we want to set this value at 122. So let me make sure. Let me go back. Yep. See, to access these function numbers, program the option key to a value of 122. So we are at the option key, and it does say that the factory value is 94. So we want this to read 122. So let's go with 122. All right, and then we'll hit enter. Then we press enter to accept the shifted value for key 1. Yes. And we're going to go with that. That is 122. Let's see now. I think I'm looking at that wrong. Press enter to accept the shifted value for key number 1. So key number 1 should be I'm looking at this chart. It should be F13. So I guess you have to program all of the keys below. See the table of factory defaults values for shifted keys on page 21. So let's see what the shifted keys are. So looks like you might have to go through every key. Well, that seems odd. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to try this. Because I just want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter right here. And I'm just continuing to hit enter for all of these values. And we can reset this, so I mean it's no big deal. Nothing happens. Okay, so we're back to that. Use the same procedure. Okay. If you stick it out to key 32, that's exactly what it says. If you stick it out to key 32, press enter to return to normal operation. Alright, so, and evidently it goes back. Alright, now let's hit our option button. Alright, there we got F10 through 19, and we've got F20 through 28, and then right back. Alright, so now with that, just to make sure that it works, I'm going to set my locomotive back on here. And I'm going to back it up a little bit just so I can see what's going on. Alright. So my forward headlight works. Let's see, and then all the functions are, I think, 24. There's my number boards on 25. 26 is my rear ditch lights on this locomotive. So they're working. Option 27. And option 28. So there's my, alright, my ditch lights are working, number boards are working, everything is working, and my ground lights are working. Now let me go back. Oh, that was 18. Okay. So there's that off. That. Okay. So it looks like everything's working. So, I guess that is an easy peasy way to set up your power cab, if you haven't already done it. I had never done that before, so it works out pretty well. Alright, thanks for watching.